Pentagon officials say U.S. forces have dropped its most powerful non-nuclear bomb ever on ISIS tunnels and caves in eastern Afghanistan. Joining us now from Palm Beach, Florida, NBC News Chief White House correspondent Hallie Jackson. Hallie, what can you tell us about this strike?
Hey there, Mika. Yeah, a couple of new pieces of information for you. Number one, the Pentagon, just in the last couple of minutes, is releasing video of the so-called mother of all bombs and the strike that happened in eastern Afghanistan. I think if we have it, we're going to try to play it for you here. This is something that's been used only once before in a test video from about 10 years ago. Now, this is the real deal being used in battle. So you're going to watch this. And to be honest, I'm watching this for the first time as well, because, again, this is just into us here. But this is the video that the Pentagon has now released. The Afghan Defense Ministry says 36 ISIS fighters were killed. As you see the explosion there, when this massive bomb dropped. The U.S. commander in that region says at this point U.S. forces are on the ground. They are looking at the aftermath here. They see no evidence of civilian casualties. The commander calling this the right weapon against the right target. It's described as a remote region in eastern Afghanistan. And as you mentioned, it was meant to target caves and tunnels used by ISIS fighters. The Afghan Defense Ministry says 3 of those tunnels were collapsed when this massive bomb exploded. For President Trump, this is some military muscle behind his tough talk on terror. On the campaign trail, again and again, we heard him say he would bomb the hell out of ISIS, and sometimes using more colorful language than that. Now, remember, the president did not need to authorize this particular bomb strike. That could have been done at a lower level, and in fact, NBC News has learned from U.S. military officials that that is exactly what happened. Commanders on the ground made the decision to drop this bomb against this target. The president was asked about this at a so-called pool spray at the White House before he headed down here to Mar-a-Lago. Here's what he had to say.
Everybody knows exactly what happened. And what I do is I authorize my military. We have the greatest military in the world, and they've done a job as usual. So we have given them total authorization, and that's what they're doing. And frankly, that's why they've been so successful lately. If you look at what's happened over the last 8 weeks and compare really to what's happened over the last 8 years, you'll see there's a tremendous difference,
Taking another look at that video now, President Trump obviously facing a number of international flashpoints as he spends the Easter holiday weekend here in South Florida. He got here last night, is expected to stay through Sunday, spending some time with his family. Notable that his senior staff not with him, apparently. They didn't come down on Air Force One with him, and there are no plans, we are told, at least at this point, for those staff members to be here over the weekend. Guys.
NBC's Hallie Jackson, thank you very much. And
thanks for checking out MSNBC on YouTube, and make sure you subscribe to stay up to date on the day's biggest stories. And you can click on any of the videos around us to watch more from Morning Joe and MSNBC. Thanks so much for watching.